Motivation. Hey guys, Coach Mike here with your Thursday conditioning workout. I'll pull this a little closer. About that. All right. So, conditioning workout. We're going to set a timer for 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. We're going to do 4 to 6 sets of each exercise. So, 25 to 36 intervals. Remember, this is also the one where if you have a heart rate monitor, try to stay between the blue and the green. So don't go into the dark gray and don't go into the yellow. Try to choose variations of the movements that allow you to stay in that zone for that amount of time. One of the things I did in the workout today was just kind of, not in the carry, but in for the rest of the exercises, I went from most difficult to least difficult to help you kind of find that sliding scale. So if you start to see that in some of the exercises, your heart rate is getting a little too high, you know how to regress the movement to help you stay within that zone. Or if you're not using the heart rate monitor, the farther you get into the workout, if you start to feel tired and you are having a hard time catching your breath, go down in difficulty. So first move, just lie on our back for some breathing. So we're going to be here, all this space, but we're here. Breathing in and out of the nose. I mentioned it the other day, I'm trying not to just breathe up into my hands, but I'm trying to get a very cylindrical breath in this position. It's insane how much tightness I feel across my shoulders and upper back. Torso feels pretty okay. A good way to kind of influence that is just kind of squeeze the sides. Get one more breath there. Next, half kneeling hip flexor stretch. So we have our back lunge today. So we're going to try to loosen up the old quads. So one knee up, one knee down. We're going to dig in the toes. You want to kick your knees and toes down into the floor, squeeze your butt, and then let the hip kind of drive forward. So watch me from the side. You don't want to go here and then hyperextend. We want to keep pushing through the floor and keep the butt squeezed so all of this moves as one piece as opposed to that. See the difference? Excellent. So kick into the ground, coast forward, get like 5 on each side. Third move, your Spider-Man T-reach. So just increasing, getting a little bit more stretch on that quad and now getting some T-spine. One knee up, one knee down, front foot comes way out in front, hands to the floor, and then tap your foot. That's the hand that's going to rotate. So deep breath in, rotate towards the ceiling. Make sure to keep the butt squeezed. Sometimes I'll check the hip back and squeeze it and then go into the stretch. Sometimes when we try to find the hip stretch here, we automatically go into that extended lower body position. So kind of check the hips back, squeeze the butt, find the stretch, and then rotate from there. Again, get about 5 on each side. Single leg rock next. Hands and knees. One leg is back, and then we're rocking. Breathing in and out of the nose. Same thing, 5 on each side. Looking out at the horizon as long as that feels okay on the neck. 2 more moves. Your reverse mountain climber. So we have Jackkinfe in the workout today. So remember, we're going to try to find that core feeling first. So from here, I'm going to let my belly button sink down towards the floor. I'm going to tuck the tailbone to find that tight core, trash compactor ab feeling. I'm going to, from here, I'm going to keep that core feeling, hover the knees, step back with one leg, keep the core tight, and then other side. And just make sure you're breathing while you do it. At this point, you might be able to get some breath in and out of the nose because the heart rate's starting to come up a little bit. That's totally okay. Last but not least, just practicing the back lunge tempo. So you can go mace, you can go kettlebell, you can go body weight, all are acceptable. For the back lunge, we're going to go 3 seconds down, pause for 3 seconds, 3 seconds up. So we're going to go here. So step back, 1, 2, 3, hold the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, coming back up. So when I was thinking of this, how do you make these workouts more challenging or change them a little bit? And one of them is with tempo. So that's a good example of changing the tempo. You might see 5, 3, 1, I think would be a great one for this. Step back, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Different ways to make these things more challenging. So that's your warm-up. Exercises, goblet carry, so right in front of the heart, or farmers. If we talked about it either earlier this week or later last week, if you don't have a weight heavy enough to go goblet, fill up a hamper and hold it by the sides. Even just holding it out in front, anything out in front like that, it's just another opportunity for your body to fight against that feeling of wanting to lean back to support yourself, holding that weight in front and finding the core feeling. Paint can, even like a reusable bag like this. Hold it out in front like that, fill it with some rocks or some sand, holding a bag of mulch. My dad just went out and bought mulch yesterday. Any of that stuff would be awesome. So goblet or farmers. For your plank, again, going from hardest to easiest, we have Jackkinfe, reverse mountain climber, or reverse mountain climber with the Valslide. So Jackkinfe, both the feet are going to be on a Valslide or paper plate. We're going to hover the knee, so we're going to find that core feeling, hover the knees, slide both legs back, and then pull both legs back under the hips. So obviously sliding on this padding is not the easiest thing, but you get the idea. You're going to keep the core connected, slide both feet back, and then pull both knees back under the hips without losing that core feeling. If that starts to get too challenging, we got either reverse mountain climber, right? Or just doing one side of the reverse mountain climber with a little bit of support. So you don't realize it, especially some of our members who have been here for a while, but there is a lot of demand on the core to maintain position during this exercise when you pick up the foot to reach it back. So one way to make it, to bridge the gap, is here, tuck the tailbone, hover, and then you still get support from the Valslide, but we're still home at that reverse mountain climber position. So Jackkinfe hardest, little bit less difficult would be your regular reverse mountain climber, and then throwing the Valslide under there for a little bit of support. First strength move, we got your Valslide back lunge. So let's see how this works. So now same thing with the tempo. 1, 2, 3, hold it, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Valslide first, back lunge second, and then if back lunge or Valslide back lunge don't feel good for the feet or the knees, same thing for the squat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Make it burn. Wow, I'm sorry. Our plank and our core, kind of horrible. So we got body saw, another anti-extension exercise, both feet on the Valslide. We're here, and then we're just pulling forward and pushing back. So we're, again, trying to keep that belt buckle up, only going as far as we can keep the core connected. If that doesn't feel good, just regular plank. For our upper body strength move, we have a bent over row. So if you have a sandbag, whatever weight, bent over row, you're going to hinge, so like a deadlift, and then from here, you're going to row the bag up and bring it back down. If you have a lighter sandbag, just pull the handles apart harder and you'll get more upper body connection. So that's your bent over row. A seesaw row would be another option. So if you have kettlebells, even if they're not the same weight, as long as they're it doesn't even matter if they're that close, but you're going to hinge over them, push one down, and row the other. One of Coach Faith's favorite moves. Last but not least in that set, if you don't have a sandbag or kettlebells, you can do those with dumbbells too. Just make sure it feels okay to be in that kind of hang position, right? Or you can go hit on a bench. I've been demonstrating a bunch of stuff with the bands. Bands are going to go here. Feet are going to go wide. That's why it says Sumo. And then you have two options. So you can go just top band, right? So I stand up first. I'll turn sideways so you can see. So I'm going to go stand all the way up, go into a hinge like a deadlift, and then I'm going to row from here. I really like this because you can feel the changes in the core and kind of adjust as needed. If the top band isn't enough, you can grab both bands, again, stand up, hinge, really awesome progression. I really, really like that. We were using, we had a red band and then we had a yellow band. So we were using like both bands at the same time to add a little bit of extra resistance. See what feels best for you. Last but not least, we have just movement stuff. So lateral skip. If you've done the lateral cross crawl, which is this, right? So that's your second option. So we're going here, and the leg that's pushing me laterally is the trailing leg. So when we lateral skip, the leg that is pushing me sideways, that trailing leg, is the skipping leg, right? And it really comes through that push of the foot, sorry, right? So lateral skip, lateral cross crawl, or just standing cross crawl. That's your workout. So remember, 30-30, if you're following your heart rate, try to stay in the blue and the green. Bruce Thorne checking in, and Jen, hey guys, thanks for watching. You know, kind of not the best day outside, but I hope you're having a good day. So you can see my face, right? Still time to sign up for this Saturday's workshop. We have a bunch of people signed up. We're really looking forward to seeing everybody. Coach Jen and Coach Ed have I saw the outline for it. It's going to be really cool. You know, I think one of the things we've been talking about a lot in the videos is just getting back to that beginner mindset and just kind of like stripping down what you feel like you know and kind of helping rebuild it. So great opportunity right now just to look and see like what holes are in my process that I just really haven't thought about in a while. Good opportunity to just get some more information and kind of relearn what you might already know. That's all I have for today. It's been a pleasure yelling at you all. I hope the audio is okay. I use my headphones today. Take care.